host, Drew. With me is my co-host and producer, Evan.
Hello.
Oh, yes. Hello.
I am your co-host and producer, Evan.
We're coming to you from Dirty Jersey. We hope you guys had a good week.
This week's episode. Oh, god damn it, Drew. God damn it. This week's episode is a special ASMR episode. That's me sipping a delicious high noon.
We're supposed to be quiet right now because Evan's roommate is asleep, so this is going to be a quiet episode of IFEIF.
Yes, we record in my living room, which is directly underneath my roommate's room. Well, not really. But the way the acoustics, bounce around my house.
Yeah, it's like a chapel in here. It's like a fucking cathedral, dude.
It really is, bro.
It really
There's
is.
this staircase right here. Just fucking,
I know. It's like I'm looking into the stars, dude.
It's kind of beautiful.
We're coming to you from Dirty Jersey. We hope you guys had a good week. Please remember, we are here for you. Come chill with us at the kitchen table that, like Evan said, is in his living room. This week's episode 52 is brought to you by Odin's Day. We're recording on Wednesday.
Or is it 53?
No, 52.
So
sure? I'll explain this. On Apple, it says 53, but it's actually the 52nd episode.
Because the first one's the trailer.
Trailer, yeah, sure. But we somewhere between 12 and 13, we posted an episode and took it down, and it still counted towards our library. So you'll notice, I had a friend of mine text me. He's like, "You already had 50 episodes, dude." I'm like, "Shut up! No, it's not. It says 50, but and he's like, "No, you're a liar."
Why would we take it down? I must have forgot to bleep something out.
Maybe, I guess.
Some drawing shit.
Where did I put my phone? Yeah, my phone alarm went off, and we're trying to be quiet. How fucking funny is that? Who knew my alarm was? It was my 11:30 alarm because right now I told everybody on Twitter that you can FaceTime us at not at, but the letter IFEIF. FaceTime at gmail.com, and you can FaceTime us or Google Duo us. I also found out that works as well.
Google Duo?
Google Duo works for FaceTime numbers, yes.
I've never even heard of this.
Never heard of it? Google Duo?
No.
All right, well, that's awkward. So listen, yeah.
Sorry,
so for Odin, to the All-Father, we're going to show some support, and we're just going to scream obscenities on the interwebs today. That's what we're going to do.
We're going to whip our dicks out.
Yes.
And take pictures of them next to Nintendo Switches.
We're going to take pictures with our new 6K camera that we just bought.
Yeah. You'll see the skin cells on my penis.
This resolution is incredible.
I can see the blood flowing through his veins.
Is he about to come?
Bro, you gotta see this shit. It's purple as fuck.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. Enough about penises on 6K cameras. Hello, Evan. How was your week?
My week was fantastic.
Very good. The email, please hit us up at our email. It is the letters I am fine. Everything is fine at Gmail. Follow us on TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram at IFEIF_ I'm fine. Everything is fine. Subscribe, turn on notifications. You'll know when the new episodes are up. Also, on our Twitter, follow us and turn on notifications. You'll know when we're taping. So like I said, you can FaceTime us. Okay? Just put it on there.
Okay.
I've been swatting away all these calls. We got 17 or 18 different phone calls already. So
yeah, these fucking... It's exclusive. VIPs only.
We haven't gotten a single phone call yet. That's fine.
That's all right. That's all right.
If you're sharing the show, Spotify, Apple, Google, Amazon, Audible, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, no Pandora still. Fuck you, Pandora. So let's kick off the show.
What's the deal with that?
What, Pandora? I don't know. They just wouldn't accept our RSS feed when I tried to set up the... I know, it's fucking stupid.
It was a pity invite.
Yeah. We weren't thinking of you first, Pandora. Trust me, you're not the first name in podcasting. So anyway, let's start off the show right, dog. How was your trip to Mexico?
It was fantastic.
You had a great time? You're smiling. That's good.
I had a fantastic time.
That's great. That's great.
So the worst part
was there a chupacabra? Did you see one?
So we saw these animals, right? They're called kotai. I think that's it. Look them up. Kotai.
Oh, hold on. Let me Google.
You got your iPad.
How do you spell it? Q or C?
KOTAI, I think.
TOI?
TAI. Kotai. That could be so wrong. And I just embarrassed myself.
Kotai? Did you mean... No, hold on. It's loading. No, it's Japanese. How do you spell it? This is going swimmingly.
KOTAI.
KOTAI. That's how you're really good at spelling too, and I spelled it, and it's not coming up.
It's not coming up?
Nah, nothing.
Okay, well.
Well, anyway, so what about these little things? Were they chupacabras? What were they?
But
Or were they marsupials?
so they were
like mammals?
They looked like raccoons, right?
Okay, so they're like mammals.
But they had like really long snouts.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like an anteater.
Aardvark, yeah.
And so, but like...
A is for aardvark.
So
aardvark.
We pull up and they're all in the trees, right? All in the trees,
on that
running
shit?
around. Yeah, they're climbing through the woods.
Oh, no.
And so the first day we get to the resort, we're just checking it out.
Yeah.
Walking around.
Yeah.
And they have like a path. Like you have to walk on a bridge to get to the beach. It was kind of fucking sick.
That's kind of cool, yeah.
But like
you're going on a magical adventure.
Literally. And on the bridge, you're surrounded by like wooded area.
Okay.
And they're climbing on the trees and everything.
Okay.
And I was like, "Hey, it's a chupacabra." And she was like, "What is it called?" I'm like, "It's a chupacabra." I'm like, "You gotta watch. They're gonna fucking get you.
They're gonna stick you in the neck and suck your blood out."
Yeah. So,
I remember. Hold on a second. I remember when I was a kid, there was this show on Fox. I can't remember what it was called, but it was all about that kind of shit, like crazy fucking shit. Like, it was called Fact or Fiction.
Fiction.
And they had one on there about the chupacabra, and I was like, they had like pictures of it, like sketches from all these Mexican people that thought they saw it, and it was like, and it would kill cows and stuff, and like it would suck their blood out and shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
But so Kate had apparently never seen that.
She never knew what a chupacabra was.
No, she had never heard.
Dude, how can you go somewhere and not learn about the mythical creatures before you go?
That's exactly what
Like, if I'm going to Scotland, I'm learning about the Loch Ness Monster before I get there.
Right.
You best believe if I cross the
case you see it.
If I cross the Appalachian Mountains, you best believe I'm looking up like, Yeti
Yetis, yeah.
and fucking and hairy manbacks and shit.
We were talking about that at the pool actually, because like one of the guys I was with, he was like, "How fucking lame is it that like Mexico has like chupacabra, Scotland has like the Loch Ness Monster, all these sick people.
Yeah.
The United States, we got fucking Bigfoot."
Hey, what about the Jersey Devil? Like,
The Jersey Devil's
can't
pretty
forget about
badass.
that's a pretty cryptozoic animal that's out there,
Jersey Devil's pretty badass.
Yeah, of course it is.
But anyway,
So yeah, Mexico.
I convinced her that these things were like called chupacabras and that they were gonna like eat her.
Did she ask anybody about it? Did she like go up to somebody and ask about them?
Not till 2 days later. But the next day, we were at the beach and we got like burgers at the bar and we're sitting there and they come up to us and they're like bothering us for the food and I'm like, "Kate, like watch out." And she's like, "They're friendly." So she's like starts feeding them.
Oh no.
And like it's fine, everything's cool.
Oh, I know.
We got yelled at for it.
That's what I figured.
But so then she's like, "I don't know what you're talking about. Like these chupacabras are really nice." And I'm like, I'm not gonna tell her. I'm not gonna tell her. And then the next day at the pool, she asked somebody else. She's like, "Did you guys see the chupacabras yet?" They were like, "What are you talking about?" And I was losing it.
Oh, your poor girl. She's so sweet. Oh my god, that's so funny, dude.
But yeah,
that's
dude,
hysterical.
I had a great time.
I saw you spilled something all over your shirt on the Instagram post.
Mexican water.
Mexican tequila.
Tequila.
There you go. I love tequila, dude.
Dude, tequila's so good. I got
agave tequila is like my favorite fucking shit, dude.
I got tequila with the worm.
Yes.
In it.
We should take a shot. Not right now. It's too late.
Not right now. It's too late. Yeah.
Next time we film during the day, we will do so.
I haven't even opened the bottle yet.
If you're cool with opening it, I'm sorry. Yeah. You're like, fuck off. You're not worth it.
Well, like, so I bought it because I was like, yeah, like me and the boys.
Oh shit, yeah.
Like, we'll drink, me and the band.
Yeah.
We'll eat the worm.
Fuck yeah.
Great time. And then I pull up and they're already like 4 drinks deep. They've been drinking rum. I'm like, oh. Whatever. Fuck you guys.
I was thinking about you guys.
So I didn't open
thinking
it.
about me.
I didn't open it, but I'm sure by the time we record next, it will be open.
That's
and
cool.
We'll take a shot.
Sounds good to me.
For sure.
Very good.
But what else happened?
Dude, don't be gay, man.
Is that your voice?
No.
Kind of sounds like it.
I'm not going to tell you where that's from. No, I will. It's from Club Dread. It's not Dax Shepard. It's a guy who has a similar name to that. I can't remember what his name is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
So fact checking last week, we talked about an embarrassing story of mine where I said, I laughed at somebody because he said he was gay and he couldn't give blood. Do you remember that?
I do. Yeah.
So it turns out that what I said, I suggested that if you're in a monogamous relationship, you should be able to give blood. If you've been banging the same dude or whatever. It turns out that is the policy. That is the updated policy from the Red Cross. So I'm glad I said it number one.
You should be on the board.
Yeah, thank you. I'm going to apply. Thank you. How did you know that?
Really?
No.
Oh. I was like, shit.
Oh no, but I was like, I did want to fact check it, and I was like, huh. But there was that policy, and if you are not in a monogamous relationship, you cannot give blood, or at least that's what they ask you. They ask you not to refrain from. Yeah. So, but we all know that like gay dudes are just slinging it around, and they should be banging. So
yeah, but we also know that gay dudes have the cleanest buttholes. There's no doubt that they don't.
Right when you said that, I thought about a really clean gay butthole, and I was like, "Yep, that sounds nice."
Yeah,
like a bowl of ice cream.
Literally, like a bowl of ice cream. It's shining in your image, isn't it?
Oh, of course. You kidding me?
Like a plump cartoon ham.
Secretly disguised as a donut.
Secretly disguised as a gay man.
We have to keep it down. What are we doing? Be quiet. Anyway, okay. I know I asked you before, like months ago. I think like in the beginning of the fucking podcast, it was one of the things I asked you if I had a lazy eye. Do you remember me asking you that?
Vaguely, yeah.
Okay. So I've noticed this when I walk up to a mirror now, is that my left eyelid kind of closes a little bit, like before my right eyelid closes. It's been freaking me out lately.
Did I tell you that my eyes droop?
No.
Like one eye is higher than the other. My right eye is higher than my left.
Like as far as like when you're just standing there, like the lineup of your eye?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well that's normal. You know, most people have that. Most people's eyes are not in a straight line.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And you can't tell until you look in a mirror.
Yeah, it's like...
Yeah, once you point at it, yeah, I can notice. But before that, I had no idea. My mind just equates it to being straight.
Because I'm so handsome.
Well, yeah, no shit.
Yeah. Damn.
I can't believe we were just talking about gay buttholes. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Why not?
I mean, it's great.
You got a problem with gay buttholes?
No, it was just very funny.
I mean, do you want to pivot to the whole NCAA swimmer thing?
I want to stay on my Forrest Whittaker eye. That's really what I want to do.
You're Forrest Whittaker.
No, I'm just kidding. What are we talking about? Swimmers?
Dog, this man, the fact that you brought that up, I was recently watching Phone Booth.
Oh, great movie.
Great movie.
Great movie.
Great movie. I
came home on the edge of your seat suspense with Colin Firth. Or Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell.
Sorry, not Colin Firth. Just like Pride and Prejudice.
I came home from work the other day and Steve was watching it.
Great fucking movie. And then Forrest Whitaker, he plays the cop, right? Mm-hmm. He plays the detective or whatever.
And the simple fact that man has a career in acting, dude, even if you had a Forrest Whitaker eye, your future's bright.
Yeah, true. That's a good point.
Yeah.
I can't be held back by my handicaps.
I don't really notice it.
It happens every now and again, and I just started noticing it a few weeks ago. I walked into the bathroom, I was like, whoa, what the fuck was that? Like, why is my eye like that? We're not okay. So we're going old school today. We're just doing audio. We're not doing video today. Yeah. We did invest in a new camera system and working out the kinks. It's going to be so much fun, dude. The show's going to be crazy in like a month and a half. Yes, but we're still filming and stuff like that. But regardless, I don't even remember where I was going with that.
I don't know. Something about your Forrest Whitaker eye.
I don't know.
That's so fucking funny that you called it that, too.
Hold on, pause. Okay. Anyway, so I wasn't really going anywhere with that. However, it's kind of nice doing it old school today with just audio. It's really nice.
It is.
Yeah.
It
is. So it's been, I mean, it's so weird because we take like a little bit of time in between recordings, you know? Mm-hmm. It takes us at least 2 weeks in between recordings to do a show. So it's almost like last time we recorded, it was like cold out, right? Like it felt like it was like way colder out.
Yeah. So,
but
I mean, I went to
Mexico. So
Mexico.
You're completely askew. Yeah. You have no clue what's going on.
I got home and it was like 60 degrees.
It's nice, right? Like, yeah.
It wasn't bad.
No, it's not bad. It's been getting warmer out, and I'll tell you what, it's a little too warm already. I kind of hope it would like take a little bit more time, but like you're already getting like allergies and stuff.
Today almost felt like a fall day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They had that chill behind it.
Yeah.
But like you're already getting like crocuses coming through. You're already getting bugs out, and like just the other night I was smoking in my shed, and I shared a bong with like a stink bug and a spider that looked like a black widow. They're coming out, man, and I can't do it. They can't be invading my space in the shed.
Yeah, we stopped taking the dog into the woods officially because there's so many bugs out already.
Mm-hmm. Do you treat her? with flea and tick preventative.
Yeah.
And what is it? What dose is it, Evan? No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, so I use Frontline Advance.
Uh-huh.
If there's a better one out there, point me in the direction.
Okay. I use NexGard.
Is it a pill?
Yes.
Not interested.
Why not?
So you're...
Do they hurt the dog?
I don't know if it does, but to me, in my mind, it does. Because you're feeding them whatever is killing these fleas and ticks.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
And it's just slowly being dissolved into their skin for the next 3 months. It's a 3-month dose, probably, I assume? 6 months.
6 months.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, like, it's cool. Like, you can give it to them and not worry about it.
Yeah. No, it's 1 month. 1 month dose. 1 month dose.
Then just do the topical one, dog.
Nah, they touch it, and then the kids touch it. We got kids.
Tell them, like, keep their grubby hands off the dog for an hour.
No,
that was... I'm sorry.
No, I can't. Those fucking kids. No, I can't.
But no, ever since last year when I was, like... So I forgot to give it to her the 1 month.
Okay.
Like, I didn't give it to her on time.
Yeah.
Or something. And I pulled her out of the woods. And I was pulling ticks off of her.
Yeah.
For like a week. And then she got jiggers all over her fucking legs. And like, I remember I saw her chewing on her legs. And I looked at them. And it was like a fucking colony. Like going up her legs. I was like, I got to do something.
Yeah.
So I gave her a bath. I got a scrub daddy. Scrubbed her down.
For my dog. That's funny. I got a dog daddy.
It worked. I gave her a nice bath. I got most of them off. I put her stuff on.
Shit. Yeah.
And that did the rest.
That's
I woke
good.
up the next morning and they were all in my bed.
Yo, that's right. I forgot. Speaking of bugs and shit, I wanted to tell you about this. Did you hear about the spiders that are coming? Did you hear about the spiders, the giant ones that like fly down, like
they're like 4 inches long.
Yeah. Okay, so it says spiders and nightmares. Below, giant spiders are coming to the East Coast. Let me click on this puppy right here. They are called. Oh fuck my cock! I just fucking hold on. They're called the Joro spider. They are from Japan, I believe. Mm-hmm. They are expected to drop from the sky along the East Coast. It's like you hear spiders and dropping from the sky. And
you
it's
ever
like,
see the movie Arachnids?
Yeah.
Or Eight-Legged Freaks?
Eight-Legged Freaks or Arachnophobia.
I was thinking of Eight-Legged Freaks.
Yeah. That was with Dave, what's his face, right? Shit. It's the guy from Scream. Used to be married to Courtney Cox.
Now why?
Arquette, Dave Arquette.
David Arquette.
Thank you.
David
Courtney Cox Arquette and Dave Arquette.
So, have you seen the new Scream?
Brought to you by Eight-Legged Freaks. What'd you say?
Have you seen the new Scream?
No, not the new one.
So,
did you watch it?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
They got the whole original cast in it.
Right.
Except Jamie Kennedy.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there. That's not my point. Courtney Cox.
Philadelphia's own Jamie Kennedy.
Courtney Cox?
Yeah.
Looks like shit.
Oh, I heard. I did hear that.
Fucking awful.
She spent the last 15 years destroying her body with plastic surgery.
Yeah, dude. And she used to be such a fox.
Yeah,
and
when she was in... Okay, if you ever saw... Bruce Springsteen had this music... I'm going to sound so old saying this. I wasn't even like alive when the video came out, but I don't think... It was Bruce Springsteen, like a video from the 80s, like mid-80s, and it was Courtney Cox's like first like thing that she did, like major production kind of thing. And it was a Bruce Springsteen music video. And I don't even know what song it was, but she like dances and then she gets pulled up on stage and like dances with Bruce while he's like playing music or something. Like that's her.
Of course she does.
If you see her in that, she's gorgeous. Like she just looks beautiful. Like I mean, she's young as fuck. She must be like 18 or something, but she's gorgeous and
something.
Whatever. She might have been 16. So she looks great, and I mean she's a beautiful woman. And then like she looked great through the Friends years and into the Friends, and then like. Shortly thereafter, I know she dealt with a lot of body issues, and she went. What was that other show that she did in like
Cougar Town?
Cougar Town, like in the early 2000s, right? Yeah. That was pretty popular, and she started doing.
It was pretty good.
She did a lot of plastic surgery then, and it's just.
She did, but it wasn't like to this extreme. Like
I don't know. It seems like I feel like it's like the leftovers from. I don't feel like she's continuing to do stuff to her face, but I don't know if that's the truth or not.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I think it's like leftovers. Leftover, like it's a fucking old piece of meat from the fridge. Her face is. Oh my god! Listen to me talk. I'm the picture perfect man right here.
No,
so
hey, yeah, I had the same thought. I was like, I'm not trying to roast this girl. It's
right, I understand. Yeah, me neither. I'm sorry.
Like, I can't believe she did it to herself.
Mm-hmm. I know.
That's the tragedy of it all. Et tu, Courtney?
Nothing like a Julius Caesar pun to fucking
Damn.
bring down the show, Evan.
I'm so
you want to know
funny.
about this fucking giant spider from Japan?
Oh, yeah. That's what we were talking about.
So it says the large Joro spiders, millions of them, I'm quoting this, millions of them are expected to begin ballooning up and down the East Coast as early as May. Researchers have determined that the spider can tolerate cold weather, but are harmless to humans as their fangs are too small to break our skin.
Mm-hmm.
The Joro spider is native to Japan, but began infiltrating the U.S. in 2013, concentrating in the southeast, specifically Georgia. They fanned out across the state using tiny webs as terrifying parachutes to travel with the wind. So whenever the wind blows, these fucking spiders are going to be flying around from May to July.
Taking an umbrella out.
There's a picture of them on here, and I'll post it on our Twitter. It's terrifying. It is.
Can I see?
Oh, yeah. Look at that guy. Look at it. That's the size of the guy's hand. That's a gentleman's hand holding it, and it's literally its legs fanned out is the size of that guy's hand.
Dog, if that thing drops from the sky on me, it's on sight.
Can you imagine just like walking down the street with like your AirPod, you have like an AirPod in and you're like listening to like a podcast and all of a sudden like this thing hits your head and you start freaking.
I'm gonna have to get a gun. I'm gonna have to get a gun.
You walk up with like an AR-15 and you're like shooting the sidewalk. I missed.
Shit. I'm out.
Ricochet, get back. Oh, so anyway,
Meanwhile, it's just dead spiders all
just
around.
so you know what they look like, they are all black with yellow stripes on their legs, yellow decorations on their stomach, with a red, like a red pattern on their thorax or whatever. Yes. They're arachnids. They're not insects. So I don't know if they have a thorax or not, but whatever the fuck that is. Yeah, so very scary. I know you heard about it, but now you've seen it, and now you can try to go to sleep tonight. Good luck. And if you...
So you swallow an average of what, like 8 spiders a year?
That's a myth.
What are the chances that's one of them motherfuckers?
Oh, God, if it gets in your house, get out of here, dude. My wife is going to shit her pants.
I'm going to shit my pants.
No, but listen, I'm scared, and I scream. I scream very high-pitched when I see spiders. But I have to be the dad, so I'm like a little less scared.
Yeah.
But it's rough, dude. These things look rough. This is going to be a bad spring to summer with bugs. Last year it was the cicadas. This year it's giant fucking spiders.
I didn't see that many cicadas.
I heard them, but I didn't really see them too many times. I saw like 5 or 6 of them.
I don't want to jinx myself.
You're knocking on the fake wood table.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get swarmed by a bunch of flying fucking spiders.
It's scary, man. Anyway, all right, let's move on. So I found that this guy followed us. His name is, all of a sudden I got a notification like a week ago. It was Senator Michael Ruley.
Michael Rowley?
Yeah, it says, Ohio Senator representing the Mahoning Valley, fighting for election integrity, the Second Amendment, the unborn, and the American worker.
Let's get him on.
Yeah. Let's FaceTime him right now at 11:30 at night.
Let's get him on.
No, I didn't.
He's in Ohio?
I guess.
It's
my mom thinks that this podcast is like a conservative right wing white nationalist.
Your mom does?
My mom does. Yeah, it's really hysterical.
No.
It's hysterical to me. Absolutely.
And now we got this guy.
And now we got this guy, and this is playing right to her narrative.
We gotta switch up our game here.
Yeah, it's so funny. I was like, have you listened to the podcast lately?
You hear how gay we are, right?
We can't be this gay and be a conservative radio show, Mom.
What's that guy? Milo Yisalanus or whatever the fuck his name is?
Yeah, whatever. Uninopolis or whatever.
Yeah, he was gay as shit. And he was
That's true. Didn't he say he got like abused by his priest or something like that?
I think so, yeah. Anyway. Abused by somebody.
Anyway.
My father touched me when I was a child.
What are you talking about?
Isn't that what he sounds like?
I guess. Yeah, that's a great impression. Let's look it up. No. Do you know what Clear Tina is?
Clear Tina.
Yeah. Do you know what that is?
Nope.
Okay. All right.
Sounds like a sex toy.
No, I heard it was like it's like a euphemism for drugs, and I was like, where do they get these? Like, what is?
Maybe meth.
I think it is meth. Yeah.
I'm
like,
sense.
what is this? Where are they going with
Clear
this?
Tina.
Yeah.
Get creative.
I mean, listen, I'm good. I'm down for a good nickname, but when it's about drugs, it's like I don't know what you're talking about. Like, just tell me what it is.
What if we
Like, it's drugs. Like, you're gonna sell drugs. It's gonna be illegal. Just fucking use the name of the drug.
Hey, let me get a half a Mean Joe.
I'll just get an easygoing Joe. Give me one of those. What the fuck are you talking about? I need an opaque Gerald.
Maybe instead of heroin, let's just call it My Hero.
There you go. Yeah, I need my hero. Hey, Evan, I'm here with you.
Could be your hero, baby.
You're singing, what is that, Gabriel Iglesias or whatever the fuck? I'm thinking of, no. Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm thinking of Foo Fighters.
There goes my hero.
Watch him as he goes. Too bad no one can see me rocking out right now with my cock out.
Dog, I was air guitaring so hard in Mexico.
Oh, really? How
Yeah.
often? Okay, let me ask you this. Have you ever been at a concert and either A, air guitared like among 1,000 people, or have you ever seen somebody air guitar while rocking out at a concert? Go.
So I have air guitared. Sorry, buddy.
Sorry, Steve. I'm so sorry. I just shouted at the fucking ceiling.
You did. You like looked up. Funneled that shit.
Yeah, oh my god. And okay, so you have been at a concert and you've been air guitaring, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I air guitar all the time. Are you kidding me?
I was just pooped in pants.
So, all right.
Tried so hard not to laugh.
I do air piano all the time.
Did you like air xylophone too or something?
Hell yeah, dog. When that xylophone solo and girls just want to have fun hits.
Oh my god.
I'm
that's
hitting
great.
that
That is
shit
true.
hard.
I really do enjoy that. So I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know exactly
I
what
know
I'm talking
exactly
about.
what you're talking about.
So does everybody listening to this podcast.
Oh
But
my god. Evan.
so my girl always, she'll constantly get on
I'm
me.
crying right now. Go ahead.
I'll be
Go ahead.
walking through Target just like, and she's like, "Stop! I look like your handler." And like, we can't have that.
Didn't they think you were special needs going into the Yankee candle store sniffing all the candles with your girl? Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
She should just be wearing like scrubs and like a name tag all the time.
But so I was air guitaring with my girlfriend's sister's boyfriend's dad,
Okay.
who like I became boys with on this trip.
That's cool.
And I was air
like that.
guitaring with him, and then it switches, and he starts doing the air piano. And I look at my girl, and I'm like, "Don't ever say shit to me again."
Oh my god. Oh, whew.
He was the fucking man.
Oh my god. Anyway, that was funny. Good.
Shout out Big John.
Shout out Big John. Let's go. All right. Anyway, did you hear about the daylight savings? That there's not going to be any more of it after November 2023?
What?
Well, not that there's not going to be any more daylight savings, technically, by the
We
way.
aren't going to switch our clocks anymore?
Correct.
What?
So the Senate passed a bill that went to the House that has to still be approved as far as I know. It's like they have to vote on it. But it already got halfway there and got to the Senate. Got through the Senate. And it's proposed that we switch to all daylight savings. So that means that in November, we'll switch forward, November 2023, the end of next year, we'll switch forward to daylight savings. And then in March, we will not switch back and we'll stay where we're at. Now, some people have, now again, this is the most stupidest thing that I'm even thinking about this or talking about on the podcast. But other people are like, no. We should stay with conventional time and not stay up forward with daylight savings time because it messes everybody up. And they're talking about like when people drive to work and the sun and how it hits the dashboard and stuff.
Hey, how about we just don't fucking do anything?
I do.
And then it's almost like everybody gets 6 months out of the year
Yeah.
that, they're both happy.
Yeah.
I get 6 months to stay. Why are they getting rid of it? Why are we just...
Because they think it's futile at this point with the way the world is, the 24-hour nature, I guess. And it's just, it was done at a time when they needed the daylight and they had no other means to do it. Now people are expected to work anytime, really. It doesn't matter. So it's a little different. You don't need daylight as much as you needed it before, with technology nowadays. At least that's my take on it. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I believe. and you can have your own take. But yeah, so they're getting rid of it. They're not getting rid of daylight savings technically in the actual practice, because we're going to be staying in daylight saving time forever. At least that's what they're proposing. That's forever. That's what you're the second person to do that to me this week. Maybe I just sound retarded when I say
Maybe you
forever.
just need to watch The Soundbite.
The Soundbite's a great movie.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, yeah, so no more daylight, no more switching the clocks back as of November 2023 if it goes through and the president signs it into law.
He'll sign anything they put in front of him.
Are we a conservative talk show or no? What are we doing here? Jesus, don't talk about the president like that.
I'm just saying.
Evan? Oh, so we have.
Do you want me to talk shit on some Republicans too? Feed them to me. Ted Cruz.
Give me the guy with the eye patch. I'll take him.
Ted Cruz. Shave your beard. Get rid of that shit.
Yeah, true that.
Nancy Pelosi. No, she's a Democrat.
Yeah, she is.
Fucking. I watched.
She's the. Never mind. Go ahead.
I watched Fox News.
She's in the news. We'll talk about the news in just a minute.
While I was in Mexico, I watched Fox News while my girl was getting ready for dinner.
How was that like?
Fucking a trip, dog.
A trip. It is a trip, right?
Yeah, dude. So these fucking anchors.
Yeah.
Are so irresponsible with their words.
They're irresponsible with their words, and like every time okay, listen, I have a respect for a conservative outlook. I don't want to talk too much politics on here,
no.
But I have as I've gotten older, I have a little bit more of a conservative outlook on things. However, with that being said, every time I watch Fox, they may have a good point or two, or they may bring up like how the president fucked up or something, and I'm like, ugh, and like it's sad but true. However, there's like this weird. Behind it, there's this weird twinge of like xenophobia, and I don't like it, and I'm just like, no, like Tucker Carlson, I've seen like clips and shit of him, and it's like he makes a good point, and then like the next clip he talks about like justifying like a white pride parade, and I'm just like, no, stop, like I can't,
literally,
like I can't, like, and I listen, free speech, whatever, we're not gonna talk about that, but I'm just giving you an example.
The thing,
yeah, I'm just giving you an example, and he I don't know, that whole network, that's the way I look at it. Like sometimes they make good points, but it's like. That twinge of xenophobia I can't get over.
The thing that really got me was I remember...
There's more than the twinge, obviously. Some people feel that way.
So my parents were Fox News folk.
Okay.
Right? So I grew up with that in my household.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily love it.
Right.
I don't even watch it now. I was just watching this one time.
I don't like watching the
news. So I remember... Do you remember Glenn Beck?
Yeah.
He was talking about like George Bush.
Okay.
And he was saying how like you never like... disrespect your president, like regardless if you disagree with them, like that's your president. You have their back, and that's because it was Republican.
Right.
Fast forward to me watching it in my hotel room.
Yeah.
This guy, I don't even remember his name. The gray-haired guy who looks like a fucking shrimp, looks like a cartoon Doug Dimmadome, but without. Do you know who Doug Dimmadome is? That's for my younger audience. Shout out Fairly Odd Parents, but. But
hold on a second. What's this guy's name? Doug what?
Doug Dimmadome.
Doug.
Don't look up and laugh.
Dimmadome. Dimmadome. He's the second one that pops up. He's like an old school Texas oil man or something like that. Oh, hell yeah, he is. With like the KFC fucking outfit on.
But this guy's on TV shouting about how the weak and feeble-minded president.
I found the guy that you were talking about. This guy. Is that the guy you're talking about? The guy out of the corner up here?
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. He's a sheriff.
Of course he is.
But he was on there running his mouth. Anyway, you were saying? I thought you were going to tell me Glenn Beck was like talking shit about Obama.
Oh, I saw a ton of that.
Which I'm sure is totally what happened.
So
here's what I'll say about that. I'll just give my opinion on that. I think that you should be able to talk shit about the president as much as you want.
Absolutely.
Up into threatening death. However,
yeah, totally.
Yeah, never done that before. Just kidding. You can hold the president accountable, but like. Even if it's like a president that I don't like or don't agree with, like if Joe Biden walked in right now, I'd stand up and give him my attention and shake his hand and say thank you for your service. And like that's what I would do. I wouldn't disrespect the man in front of me.
Try to catch him as he falls down.
Yeah, right. And then as he like walked away, I'd like hope he didn't, Yeah, I was going to say something really terrible, but I'm not.
We're not a right-wing podcast.
Yeah, we're not a right-wing podcast. God damn it.
That's the title of the episode.
But, not a right-wing pod. But seriously though, like that's what I would do. I would ultimately respect the man to his face because, and I mean, I could talk shit about his actions, But like, that's what I get when you're saying that. Like, no matter who the president is, you still have to like support him. I don't think you have to support him, but I think if they're there, you give them their attention. You give him your attention. He's the president. Yeah. You're an American citizen. You give him your attention. You don't you don't have to disrespect him to his face like that. So you have to show him a little respect. At least that's the way I look at it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and then I would hope that he wouldn't touch my kids on the way out the door.
Sniff her hair.
Evan, I can't stop laughing. Evan, stop it.
You start a comedy podcast.
Oh my God! It's not a right wing pod. It's not a right wing pod.
Not a right wing.
Speaking of right wing, there is the Christian. I'm going to show you this real quick. There is a Christian organization looking for an audio producer for a Christian podcast. You want to buy in? You want to do it with me?
I'll do it.
Let's apply.
Yeah, I'll do it.
We should just send like a clip of this. We could just send a clip of this pod in. This is perfect. They're going to be like, they're right wing. They'll hold Christian values.
I guess my thoughts on abortion are...
Wait, who follows them? Michael Ruley follows them? Yo, these guys are in with the Christian gang. Let's do
Michael Ruley follows us.
We'll send them a link. We'll send them our link tree as our resume. We'll just do that. It's called RK Media.
Listen,
audio producer / editor for Christian radio programs and podcasts.
Is it Rock Christ Media with a K?
Yeah. How did you know?
I'm that good.
Steve, I'm so sorry. Steve, I'm so sorry. Your poor roommate. Oh, my God. What do we got time-wise? I think we're about to hit news. If you're ready, I'm ready. Did you have anything else you wanted to add about Mexico? We kind of trailed off and just went into... What was your favorite thing you ate? What was the food like?
The food was real hit or miss.
How so?
So...
Did it feel like cafeteria food, or was it just like not?
Well, so that was the thing. Like it was, but it wasn't.
Okay.
So it was a buffet.
Yeah, I like buffets.
For breakfast and lunch.
Okay, and then you sit down dinner.
Yeah. Dinners were pretty good.
Okay.
I had a seafood pasta with shrimp.
I would be so sketch eating seafood in Mexico. I know that sounds like really like not very cultured, Drew.
It was good.
It was good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We ate at an Italian restaurant. I had pasta carbonara.
Yeah.
We ate at another spot. I had a bacon wrap filet mignon.
That sounds delicious.
That was good. The bacon wasn't done.
So that's the worst part because you have to cook the bacon properly.
Exactly.
People think that you can just put it on wrap it around the outside and it's just going to cook. It's not.
It's not.
That's where it cooks the... Oh my God, I almost threw up.
Yeah,
that's where it cooks the least.
They fucked that up.
Fucking assholes. You got to roll it on the pan or poach it in butter or something.
That probably would have been the best.
Baste it in butter, yeah.
If the bacon was done.
Cooked, yeah.
Although I'd have to go with the carbonara, though. That was the best.
Nice.
But,
did it have peas in it?
No.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
But the best thing at the buffet was the fajitas.
Oh.
I had
built to order, like made to order fajitas?
Yeah, so like you just kind of get like your own tortilla, you get whatever you need for them.
Yeah.
And then you just walk down the line, you can pick your meat, you can pick whatever else, you can go to the toppings thing, throw everything on. And then they also had like what they called tuna toast.
Okay.
And like salmon toast.
Okay.
Where it was fresh fish. It might have even been raw fish.
Oh, shit.
Probably not. But it was like fresh fish.
You ever had like sashimi tuna or like that shit's
we ate it hibachi.
I've only had it like twice in my life, and I've eaten it and enjoyed it, but like lately since I stopped eating meat, I don't think I could do it again. I don't think I could eat raw fish again.
Yeah.
After eating like meat again and trying it and stuff, I don't think I have the stomach for it.
I
would probably end up throwing it, spitting it out or something like that.
That's so good.
That's so good.
But the drinks were strong.
Drinks were strong.
They never tasted the same twice. But it's all good. I tipped every bartender I saw $20.
Holy shit! Oh, like while you were like, you give them 20 and then you come back to them.
Yeah, especially.
Like, I got you, but you got to take care of me, boy.
Especially at the pool bar. And
I do that. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So like every day we went to the beach. Yeah. We got breakfast, went to the beach.
Right.
Got lunch, went to the pool.
Yeah.
So and then we would just drink all day until dinner time.
Yeah.
So we were at the pool every day.
I will say that when I was texting you, I was astounded by your drinking stamina. Like every time you're like, "Yeah, we're just drinking again." I'm like, "We're just having drinks." I'm like, "Dude, you just got fucking lit the night before."
Something came over me.
It's like, being on vacation. You could just go because you don't give a fuck. There's nothing to do. You can just sit back and relax, or you can have the hair. You can have a little bit of the hair of the dog.
Like I didn't, and that's what it was. Literally every morning, have a drink on the beach, hair of the dog, get myself right again.
And you're back to 100%. Now, your theory or your process with giving giving the bartenders a $20 bill or whatever, and then that way they know you, or like they understand like you already kind of took care of them.
Mm-hmm.
I do that at weddings.
Okay.
So I'll bring like $20 or $30, and if I can't get enough singles, I'll just walk up to the bartender and I'll look at them and I'll make sure they see me put the big bill in there, $20, $30, and be like, I'm coming back to you. You know, and that way they know. That way I don't have to go up there and hand them $1 every fucking time. It's futile. It's stupid. It's not necessary. So
the bartenders every day they'd get 20, and then Big John was giving them 50.
Oh!
So it was like
I like Big John already.
I fucked with Big John. So
we got to have him on the podcast. Let's FaceTime him next time.
Dog, you know what? I will try to get him on the podcast.
He would do it. I don't even know
because he's
this
like
guy.
already trying to book my band to like play all these
that's
shows.
cool, man. That's
he's
cool.
the fucking homie. Dog.
That's awesome, dog.
But like we were tipping him so well, it was like every 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a drink.
There. Yep, they're right
and
there.
I was like, every 20 minutes, round them up. Let's fucking go. So I got it.
We're in Mexico.
I posted a picture of my bartenders.
That's what those are guys. They look cool, man. They look nice. They look very
I'm
cool.
not going to call out the one by name.
Okay.
Actually, I'm not even going to tell. I'll tell the story off the air because God forbid this travels to Mexico.
All right. If you want to know Evan's
and
story,
I get my boy in trouble.
If you want to know about Evan's boy bartender in Mexico, you have to subscribe to our Patreon.
It didn't work one time. I went to the club and they had a Star Wars themed club.
Oh, what?
And it was pretty dope.
Yeah. I just picture like hot girls in bathing suits wearing like stormtrooper like masks or something like that.
No. But I tipped. I tried it. I was like, I tipped the guy $20, and I was like, take care of me and my guys tonight. Yeah. Like, I got it. And he was like, yeah. Never looked at me again.
Never saw. Yeah, okay,
Never
I got you, boy. I got your
me.
boy. And he puts your American money in his pocket.
And so I didn't tell Kate this.
He's like, tax free.
I didn't tell Kate this, but I'll tell you.
Okay, go ahead.
And so, again, don't look up and laugh
I will.
because
I'll try not to, go ahead.
I thought it was like the highlight of the trip.
Okay.
But so I'm standing at the bar. I get shots. Right?
Yeah.
I'm waiting. Behind me is a mom.
Okay.
I'm not going to disclose how hot she was. We're about 42 minutes in. She's checked out by now. She was pretty hot. So
I'm trying not to laugh.
But
go ahead.
So I turn around and I'm like, what do you want?
Yeah.
Like, I'm here.
Yeah, you're sexy. What do you want?
Like, all inclusive. Drinks on me. Like, what do you want? And she's like, oh, just a beer. And I'm like, okay.
To me, I'm like, when you said that, I'm like, dude, this guy's flexing. He's going to buy her a drink. And then you're like, it's all inclusive. That's
But, like, that was the joke. I was like, it's on me.
I know. That's so funny. You're a good dude.
And then, like, while I'm waiting, I'm like, where are you from? And she's like, Minnesota. And I'm
Minnesota.
Like, oh, no shit. Like, what? Like, cold up there? And she's like, yeah. Then the drink came and I was like, I'll see you out there. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, no problem.
Yeah.
And then I'm still, like, taking shots.
Mm-hmm.
I order another drink.
Mm-hmm.
Kid walks up. What do you want? What do you want? You want a shot? It's just like a young kid.
Yeah.
And I start talking to him. I'm like, where are you from? He's like, Minnesota. And I'm like, no shit. And he's like,
what is there, a bus full of you in here?
He's like, yeah, you know that girl that you got a drink for? And I was like, yeah. He's like, that's my mom.
He's like, I saw you give it. I knew I could come over here and I knew you'd give me a drink too.
I was like, no shit. I was like, all right, well, drink up.
Oh my god,
And
that
I
was
just-
a good story, Evan.
Yeah, I knew
Good
you
for
enjoyed
you,
that one.
dude. Good for you.
So I had a
man,
blast.
good. That's awesome. All right, let's go to news. This is Evan and Drew with the news.
Got today, boys.
Former President Obama has tested positive for COVID. He says he's had a scratchy throat for a couple of days, but otherwise feels okay.
Do not gamble with your legacy, your career in sports gambling. Don't do it. Calvin Ridley now, at least out for the 2022 season.
Now, the Senate made a surprise move yesterday, passing a bill that would make daylight saving time permanent around the country.
Defendants remanded to the custody sheriff. Court is adjourned.
I am not suicidal. I am not suicidal, and I am innocent. I could have said that I was guilty a long time ago.
Kanye West was supposed to perform at the 2022 Grammy Awards, but according to his rep, Ye's set was canceled following his recent online post.
Members of Congress, I have the high privilege and distinct honor of presenting to you the President of Ukraine, Vladimir Zelensky. Slava Ukraina! Slava Ukraina!
Slava Ukraina.
Slava Ukraina.
Americans, friends, I'm proud to greet you from Ukraine, from our capital city of Kyiv, a city that is under missile and airstrikes from Russian troops.
That was me. That was the edit job. Sorry.
I'll fade it out.
I'll fix it. It's all good. So, yeah. So that was a lot of news in one clip there. There was a lot going on.
That's a lot going on. There's a lot going on.
I know. Continuing Russia coverage on IFEIF News.
Russia coverage.
Fucking Nancy
You
Pelosi.
are Team Russia.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Here's something I have to get across to Mr. Zelensky. Okay, you ready? I don't know if he knew this or not, but Congress, both sides of it, whether it be the Senate or the House, they like to feign that they care about things and that they're actually going to do something. So when you go in front of Congress and you have the speaker...
The Ukraine is weak.
Oh, shit. I didn't mean to play that one.
I think it's time to put the hurt on the Ukraine.
I didn't mean to play that one.
But it is time to put the hurt on you.
When you have the Speaker of the House saying...
Slava Ukraina!
There we go. That's what I was trying to say. When you have her saying that, like... It's a show. It's a show to like put on to all their constituents to say like, yeah, listen, we're listening. Yeah, we're going to do everything we can. Like Zelensky, dude, they're never going to help you. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. They're never going to help you. Like so. And granted, I don't necessarily think World War III is a great outcome for whatever they're asking for. So it has to be everything has to be measured. I'll give Joe Biden a little bit of credit that we haven't gotten into World War III yet. So that's good, I think. Everything that's happened,
I agree, 100%.
But yeah, it's crazy. And then you heard the clip of Jussie Smollett like freaking out on there. Did you hear that?
Jussie Smollett.
Yeah. Did you hear that?
I'm not suicidal. I saw the clip of him in court.
So he got sentenced to like 150 days in jail and like community service, stuff like that. But he spent 6 days in. And he was able to get released on his appeal, pending his appeal, because he's filed the appeal process. So somebody after he had this outburst, part of me is like, dude, who do you think's going to suicide you? Like, what are you talking about?
What was he even on trial for?
He faked a hate crime, and they found out he conspired to fake a hate crime, and being the victim of such hate of the fake hate crime.
Yeah.
He said he was like hung, like they tried to hang him with a noose, and it turned out to be like 2 actors that he paid or something like that. And it was.
I was gonna say maybe
there was money that. Oh, maybe I don't know.
Maybe
Good
they
point.
will try to hang him with a noose.
Oh no! But I'm just like, what are you talking about? Like, who would suicide you? What? You're just a TV actor, like who just got caught up doing some bullshit, trying to get more famous. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, nobody's gonna do shit.
No one's doing shit. Like, but then he got out. He got out 6 days.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Nah, I mean, listen.
If I ever get arrested, I am not suicidal.
That's all you gotta do. Don't scream, Evan. Be quiet. I'm trying. If you can hear, this news segment is one of our quietest news segments so far because
we are gonna talk like this.
I'm gonna try to be really quiet. Yeah. So, and then I mentioned the daylight savings time thing already, and then Calvin Ridley. Did you hear about that?
Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, Calvin Ridley was away for the team. Now, none of the details have really come out about what he was betting on. He's a wide receiver for the Atlanta Falcons. He's like their number one. And he was away from the team for several weeks, whether it be injury or it was something like a family issue. He was away. And I guess they could prove that he was actually betting on NFL games while he was away from the team. So he's officially been suspended indefinitely through at least 16 or 18 weeks now, or 17 games, for next week's. Yeah, you can't do that sort of thing. Like, you can't bet again. It's just, and it's so interesting. Like, I listen to a lot of football podcasts, and they joke about it on there, but they're also very serious that they joke about like them betting on games, but they have to say like we would never bet on games. We're not allowed to. So even the standards and practices in the industry, even the commentators, they can't bet because it shows impropriety because they're supposed to be in the middle. They're supposed to be disseminating the information to people, like especially like it's essentially journalism.
Yeah,
sports journalism. I know. Anyway,
but yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But yeah, so it's just interesting to see that even them, they don't even talk about it. Like that's impropriety. Like even somebody who hosts a football podcast that works for NFL Network can't even talk about betting.
I feel like everybody,
unless it's under the guise of joking.
Ever since they legalized sports betting in Jersey, I feel like everybody I know bets on sports.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! I've spent thousands of dollars on betting apps over the last like 3 years.
Have you won?
Yeah, I've won. Yeah, I've won. The last 3 years, 2 years, I broke even though. So we're talking like I won a lot, but I also spent a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I've equated this. I don't know if I've said this on the podcast before. I've definitely said this to other people, especially people who bet, whether it be online or go to the casino. But online more because it's more private. It's just another form of masturbation. That's all it is. I swear to God. That's the same. That's all it is. You're just jerking off. You're just like, I need that fix. I need that dopamine fix. And instead of yanking your dick, you're pulling the slot machine on your phone. Like, that's all it is. It's the same thing. And so sometimes I do it. Sometimes I'm like, I don't feel like beating my dick anymore. I'm just going to put the slot machine. I'm just going to beat Borgata's dick real quick.
I'm going to piss all over that roulette table.
And maybe it'll just come some money on my face real quick. Anyway, yeah, so what else? I made my point about, Zelensky.
Kanye West versus Pete Davidson.
Yeah, how about that? Like, what is going on? I mean, I get it. It's because, here's the problem with it. Here's my only concern. There's like a weird part of my brain, like a couple of lumps in the back of my brain that think it's all fake. And it's all made up. Like it's all how does this all get leaked? Like how do the text messages? I know Kanye posts a lot of shit, but it's also like why does this keep happening? How has he not gotten his kids taken away from all the public stuff that he's been doing? Or maybe that's not necessarily justified. It's not what I mean.
Right.
But like if there isn't some sort of manufacturing behind it, shouldn't there be like some sort of legal recourse for all this? He said Pete Davidson had AIDS. Like you can't say that about somebody. That's slander. Literally
slander, yeah.
Literally slander. But like Pete's like okay with, at least maybe he's okay with it right now. Maybe they're doing something later. But
I mean, he sent a picture of himself in bed.
Yeah,
with Kim K.
I know, and he's trying to. He's a comedian. He's a smart guy. He's trying to get back at whatever little way he can. I mean, he has the girl, so he's winning. But it's like.
Sorry, I don't mean to keep yelling.
No, you're fine. It's late, dude. We're almost about to wrap.
But it's all good.
It's just like. I feel like that it's manufactured. That's in the very back of my mind. If they were like,
that's
it's all fake. I'm like, oh yeah, totally. And now I know I'm probably gonna get a bunch of hate online for saying something like that. But what about the
fuck
kid?
Kanye West?
Yeah, I know.
I don't give a shit about that dude.
You don't like him? I'm just not familiar too much.
So neither am I. I'm not gonna say I'm not a fan of his.
Yeah, you're just not a fan.
I haven't listened to his music. Everybody tells me to.
Yeah.
I've thought about it. I just haven't.
Yeah.
I've even gone as far as like downloading it.
Yeah.
And just didn't listen to it. Not my cup of tea.
I get it. Do you know, let me ask you this and then we'll go into recommendations. If I said to you that the second gentleman has COVID, who's the second gentleman?
The second gentleman?
Mm-hmm.
Like of the White House?
Sure.
Hunter Biden.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm trying not to laugh. Hunter Biden. The answer is not Hunter Biden. It is the vice president's husband. The second gentleman, whereas it would have been the second lady. Like the first lady, second lady.
So who is it?
Yeah, his name's Doug.
Ladies and gentlemen, your second gentleman, Doug.
Doug. He got COVID last week.
Never even heard of the dude.
I know. Okay.
Sorry,
I'm pretty sure he's from New Jersey, actually, the vice president's husband.
Damn.
Yeah, he's from New Jersey.
Sucks to be Doug.
I know, man. How's
From
life?
New Jersey and has COVID. Shit.
You sound like me a month ago. Oh man.
True.
Anyway,
Are you Doug?
I'm Doug. I'm the second gentleman. Anyway, all right. Let's go. Let's go into recommendations. I got a couple for you, real quick.
Hang on, real quick. Shout out Claude Giroux.
Okay.
That's big news.
What did he do?
They traded him.
Where?
Florida.
The Panthers.
Panthers.
Bummer. So we knew that was happening,
him.
though. Who's going to be the next captain?
They probably won't have one. I'll tell you one thing. I was talking about it with Matt. None of them deserve him. None of them deserves it.
Yeah.
If anybody, Sean Couturier.
Oh, yeah. Coots.
But he hasn't played all season, so
Nah, he's got to
we'd
play.
have to see. But
Damn.
the real T, right?
Yeah.
Apparently, Claude Giroux wanted a
yacht. He wanted a yacht.
No, he wanted like a contingency deal.
How so?
Like they would trade him on a rental, and he'd come back next year.
Oh, interesting.
Like
Is
he'd
that
make a
something that happens in the NHL often?
Sometimes.
I understand coming back and retiring, like on a one-day contract or a one-year
Right.
contract, like
And
finishing your career there.
That may have even been it.
Yeah,
I heard it through
maybe
like secondhand, but apparently he wanted that deal with Chuck Fletcher.
Mm-hmm.
Chuck Fletcher said no, said he didn't want him back.
Yeah.
And so he was like, all right, then I have to go to Florida.
Oh, wow.
Apparently,
so no more Claude Giroux.
Apparently Denver had a better deal, pretty good deal.
We have to buy tickets to the game when Florida comes back to play the Flyers.
We do. I don't know if they play again this season.
Oh, well, we'll look it up.
We'll look it up.
When does the playoffs? Are we back to a normal season again now? Or are they?
Yeah, so the playoffs will start by like mid-February. No, mid-April.
No.
Mid-April.
April.
That's what I meant.
And then it'll wrap in June. It'll wrap like first week of June.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's go to recommendations. Let's hit it, dude.
Hit
I
it.
love you.
Love you.
And that was the news with Evan and Drew.
Yeah.
What a great song. We say it every time.
Nice vibes.
So
Because I write killer songs, Drew.
killer fucking. So I'm gonna need you to write a bunch new ones because of the video editing I'm gonna be doing soon. So you're gonna have to put together some clips for me.
Okay.
Some music clips to come in and out of and shit. Fade in, fade out, all that nonsense. I need MP3 people. I need MP3s.
I got you.
So I am going to shout out somebody on the podcast, but you got to promise not to get mad at me, okay?
It's not Greta Van Fleet.
It's not Greta Van Fleet. No, you got to promise not to get mad at me, okay? I don't think you will. I'm just joking. But shout out to Evan's girl, Kate, for turning me on to the Always Sunny pod. She was not she was not the first to mention it to me, but she was the first to explain it to me in a way that I was like, I could give that a listen. Sure enough, I've listened to 4 episodes since I talked to her about it, and they talk about specific episodes as well as topical subjects. So if you enjoyed It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, they have the Always Sunny podcast, and it's the 3 guys. It's Rob, Charlie, and Glenn. Now, sometimes I think Caitlin has made an appearance once or twice, Caitlin Olsen.
Yes.
Who played D.
But your bird.
Yeah, they call it a bird on there. It's really they make all the references, dude. It's so funny. And then like the guys, they talk about the episode the specific episode of Sunny that the specific podcast episode is about, and they say like, oh yeah, I just watched it, and we're gonna talk about it. And they say like how they felt about it. They say like the stuff they did to film it, the editing. It's very interesting. And they're not that long.
Yeah.
So if you really enjoyed that show, I suggest listening to the podcast. It's Always Sunny. It started a few months ago.
Yeah, she keeps telling me about it too.
I'm sorry.
I just haven't listened to it. I have it. I follow.
Don't tell
it.
her I listened to it yet.
Okay, I'll wait for you.
I'll wait for you. Anyway, go ahead. I also wanted to check in. Did you throw any apples at a brick wall this week?
No.
Okay, we should do that next
I didn't
week.
have to throw an apple at a brick wall.
You were on vacation.
I fucking slammed a beer down my throat, followed by a margarita. I only threw up one time, and it wasn't even like a full-on puke. I'm going to tell you this.
Okay,
All
go ahead.
right, so yeah, we're at the hour mark.
Okay.
If you've left the chat, you've left the chat.
Yeah.
If you're in, then you know this is what I'm about.
Go ahead, tell me what happened.
So on the last night, we were drinking, partying, as always.
Yeah.
And we were about to go back to the room.
Yeah.
And Big John was like, let's take one more shot. And I was
Okay.
like, okay. And I was like, what do you want? He said, tequila. of course.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
With the lime and salt or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he got like the best stuff they had.
Oh,
Don Julio, whatever the fuck it was.
Don
Like,
Julio Platinum or whatever.
Like he paid for it.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah.
$30 a shot or something.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
And I did it. I didn't have a chaser. Like I didn't have a lime, didn't have salt, didn't have anything to cling on to.
Yeah.
So like it was good,
Uh-huh.
but it burned all the way down. And I was like, yeah, I was like, that was good. I was like, I'm gonna go get some air. And I'm like burping.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh yeah. Burped a little too hard, throw up in my mouth as I'm walking out the door. And like, so I throw the door open, I look around real quick, and I'm just like,
yeah.
I like spit it all out of my mouth.
Oh my God.
And nobody saw me except for Kate.
I'm kind of retarded.
Kate saw you.
She looked at me and she was like, did I just see that?
Yeah.
And I'm like, you didn't see shit. You didn't see anything. That never happened. And she's like, my mom's going to slip on that. And I'm like, she's not even going to notice it.
Concern yourself with something else right now, please. Thank you. Leave me alone.
Let your mind wander.
Yeah. That's hysterical.
That
Dude.
was
You
it.
just yacked in the fuck. Oh my God. That's so funny.
Because like there was a pond like right there. And
Yeah.
it's like, I could just do it in the pond. And I was like, it'll be easier to clean up if I just do it right here on the ceramic tile.
Yeah.
It
was ceramic tile?
Everything was ceramic tile. Maybe not ceramic, but it was all like a hard surface to ensure proper cleanup for that very reason. I noticed that first day.
Oh my
I was like,
God.
they know what they're doing. So I had no shame. Spit it out. Kept going.
Good for you, dude. Good for you.
But I recommend. So an album came out while I was in Mexico that I didn't get to like properly listen to.
Okay.
Because I was barely near my phone, and when I was near my phone, I was talking to the homies, not like listening to music or anything.
Yeah.
But I recommended Peach Pit last week.
Okay.
Definitely listen to that again.
Yeah,
But also,
that's been coming up in my shuffle, and I really enjoy it actually.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But so one of my top bands that I think I've shouted them out on here before, but they put out another album. Their name is Drug Church.
Yeah, you've talked about them on here.
Drug Church is fucking sick.
And they have a new album.
They have a new album out. It's called Hygiene.
Okay, very nice.
And it is banger.
Is it like
banger
hygiene, like saying hi to somebody named Gene, or is it like hygiene, like the like cleanliness?
Like cleanliness.
Gotcha.
And it is
Hygiene
ripper. Top song. Well, there's a few songs I'm still pinpointing my favorite.
Okay.
I like the opener. Fun's Over.
Yeah.
Has a fucking heavy ass riff.
I like opening songs
that
on
you can.
albums.
It's less than 2 minutes long, so you know it's a fucking banger.
Yeah, that's cool.
There's another song, Million Miles of Fun.
Okay.
Another banger.
Yeah.
I posted on my Instagram story the other day.
Nice.
A little snippet of it. But yeah, Drug Church, Hygiene.
Nice.
Check it out. It's fucking awesome.
Good recommendation. I like it. I'm going to check it out. I'll put it in my Apple Music feed like I do probably like 95% of the time you recommend music. And like
Good. I hope most people do.
Maybe like 1% of the time it's actually good. No, I'm just kidding. You have a great. I enjoy your taste in music, and when you say I'm gonna like you know what I like, and I like that about your taste is that you'll know what I'm gonna like, and you're like, just listen, dude, just listen to this.
I mean,
this is your flow. This is your flow.
I think because you're a musician too.
Okay, word.
You can appreciate like the riffs,
certain things,
and like because that's the lyrics are also very like it's a lot of one-liners, a lot of like what's the word I'm looking for? Opposite like comparisons of things, but in like real kitschy ways that you wouldn't have thought about.
Yeah.
It's cool, but I'm really there for like the guitars and like the sounds. Like it's a really tight sounding fucking record.
That's cool.
Do I think you would love it? I don't think you'll love it. I think you'll like it.
Yeah.
But there's definitely people that listen to this podcast that will enjoy that.
Yeah.
So
that's good.
Don't sleep on Drug Church.
Drug Church. What was the name of the album?
Hygiene.
Right. That's right. Hygiene. Okay.
Don't sleep on them.
Don't sleep. So did you hear about Maury Povich? He's finally hanging up his fucking microphone. He's not doing a show anymore. He's hanging up his DNA card test.
The DNA test says I'm retired.
You are the father. God, I would watch. Okay, back when I first started working at where we're working now, years ago, and I was, kind of low in the totem pole. I'd come home from work. I'm just saying that because it just shows like there was like less responsibility in my life. So I would come home from work at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and that's the first thing I'd put on. I would just put on fucking Maury Povich, baby, and it'd be on for like an hour, and like 3 o'clock would be like the new one, like that would be the new one. But if you like had it on during the day at like 11 or 12, it would be like the repeated episodes, and you could like catch like some really good ones. Mm-hmm. But God, it was like you'd always try to catch the formula, you know, and you get it right like 75% of the time. But then there's always that one where it's like, you are not the father, and you're like, oh shit. Oh, fuck.
I
can't believe he's not the father. Fuck you, bitch. You look like a cunt.
I remember hanging out in my buddy's basement, and we would just all watch Maury Povich.
Yeah, also, Maury is way better stoned. Like, when you are, like, super stoned, Maury is so much better.
I didn't even smoke marijuana.
You didn't smoke marijuana back then?
It was that long ago. Dude.
Wow.
I was in, like, middle school.
Oh, that's awkward. Okay, yeah. Don't be smoking in middle school, kids.
I smoked weed for the first time when I was 14.
Okay, okay, that's enough.
Don't do that. Don't do that. But I mean, that's my rule. So like, if you make it to 14, then who am I to judge?
I know some people that did that smoked that early. I was too scared of weed when I was that age.
I did it once.
I bought in hard on the DARE program, dude. When I got into high school, I was like, no drugs are going to touch me. I had a shield up. I was like, no way.
A temple.
This is a temple. As I like fucking eat like some, I don't know. I would eat like Entenmann's donuts by the dozen, dude.
And then we found something called LSD.
Where colors become numbers. Like when I was that age, when I was like 14, 15, I remember my best friend smoking weed. I don't know if I mentioned this on the podcast or not, but I remember my best friend smoking marijuana for the first time when I was like 17, and he was almost 18. And I was just so disappointed. And me and like another friend who's like in our group, you know, we were talking, we're like, are we going to talk to this kid anymore? I don't know. I can't believe he smoked marijuana with those other kids. I'm like, yeah, doesn't he know about his future? And I'm like, and he's like, I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't talk to him anymore. And then, of course, like cooler heads prevailed, and we like, you know, we just talked to it. And then like within a couple months, I had tried it. That was it. A couple months later, I was trying it, dude.
Doesn't he know about his future?
Yeah, man. That was a real conversation I had with somebody.
You know what's funny?
We seriously were considering, we're like, I don't know, should we talk to him ever again? I'm such an idiot.
This just jogged my memory because I was talking about it with my girl on vacation. But when I was in 8th grade, one of my best friends was like, I'm going to have sex with my girlfriend tonight.
Okay.
And I was like, what?
How old? How old did you say?
8th grade.
Oh, my God.
So, like, how old are you in 8th grade?
Yeah.
12, 13?
By the time I got to 15, 16, I remember a couple close friends. They were a boy and a girl. And they were a couple, and they started having sex. And I was like, this is wild.
He, like, just started dating this girl. She was a high school girl. Yeah. And he was like, I'm going to have sex with her. And I'm like, bro, we're, like, 13 years old.
Like, dude, we just got pubes, like, 2 years ago.
I was like, dude, I, like, just learned how to jerk off, like, 2 years ago. I was like, you're joking me. You're jerking me.
Oh, my God.
And he did. And I remember. He did?
Oh, my God.
And I remember being, like, so, like, disappointed in him.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, you're going to get STDs.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get her pregnant.
Exactly. You think
and he
about
was like, "Nuh-uh, I used a condom." And then sure as shit, 2 years later, what did he do? He got her fucking pregnant.
Did he really?
Got her
Wow. And how old was he then? 16, 17?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Good
That's
dude,
rough.
bro.
Oh,
Good
my
dude.
God.
If you're
right now, I
listening-
think about when you're thinking about this kind of stuff right now, like I think about my kids, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I would murder my children if they got pregnant or got somebody pregnant. I would murder my children.
Be cutting their dick off.
Okay, I wouldn't actually kill them, but still, I wouldn't know what to think. It would be like reality crashing if they did. But I would, we'd band together and we'd take care of it. But still, we'd go to Texas or whatever. But where they can't get an abortion.
Where they can't. That's right. Yeah.
This is a right wing podcast, Evan.
No, I'm ripping that shit out with my bare fucking hands. Are you kidding me?
It was fun.
Bend over, little Susie.
Oh my God.
Shoving the hanger in there.
Oh my God. Stop it. You're too funny. All right. You're too funny. All right. Well, listen. So I'm ready to go, man. I'm tired. You ready to hit the road?
Yeah.
I hope everybody hung in there. Listen, we hope everybody had a good week. Please follow us. Set up your notifications. Smash that like button. No. YouTube. This show will be up on YouTube in a couple days or less. And the audio pod will be going up early this morning on Thursday. So we hope everybody has a good week. We love you. And hit us up.
Or don't.
Or don't. That's fine,
but
too.
But, you should.
You should. We're cool. We're cool
now
guys.
Now that I'm home, and now I'm not in Mexico, I'm chilling.
Oh, Mexico.
All right, goodbye.